Hello there guys, welcome to Close Combat Cross of Iron. I absolutely adore this title, as I do the entire Close Combat series. And for those of you that have never played this game, one thing about Cross of Iron that I adore is it's pretty much Close Combat 3 from the German perspective. That's the best way I could describe it. It's also named after Sam Peckinpah's classic film Cross of Iron. But that being said, we're going to jump right in. Now, I do want to mention one great thing here about this game is the battle maker. So you can actually set up and create your own battle, giving yourself advantages, disadvantages. Definitely a nice addition. But we're going to jump right into play game to the first mission here, D-Day Russia, Operation Barbarossa. We're going to be starting right here, and of course we can continue along to several different scenario maps in D-Day Russia. We're starting on the first one, in which we have to take 5 victory locations, and interestingly enough, we're starting at the famous Pavlov's house. Join us, friends! So we have a pretty standard starting group. I was going to expect like a large barrage or large army of tanks, but we actually have just one Stug 3, an assault gun, a lot of machine gun teams, some light infantry teams. I think I want to bring in an additional rifle squad. We have quite a few MG squads, so hopefully this is sufficient. So there's a few different ways up here to get to the objectives we want to get to. Of course, taking these hills looks like the natural choice, because of course they have an uphill advantage, and even some trenches for our men to hide in. But I have to tell you, I think that the real fight is going to be ahead of Pavlov's house, right at the forward area. The problem is approaching this area, there could be an AT gun for all we know. There could be men just waiting for us here. So we want to be careful how we approach. So what I'm actually going to do is pretty much take most of our units here and start advancing to this hill. From this hill, I will decide whether I want to go to the ford or to the bridge. But I really just think this is the natural right choice. I will keep a unit there at Pavlov's house to provide some supporting fire. I also want to make sure that our mortar is going to be able to actually spot the enemy, so let's do that. And what I'm also going to do, this is risky, but I want to see if we can't use these cornfields as a sort of natural cover to kind of watch what the enemy is doing. In the meantime, I'll take the group leader. I'm going to put him here up on the hill so he can see what's going on. We'll take our Stug. I don't want him too exposed, so for now I'm just going to keep my Stug back here and hopefully keep him safe. As for this light infantry unit, we'll keep him up here for now. We'll eventually decide what we want to do with him. Down here, of course, we got to take that hill, but for this location, I'm really just trying to get on the hill, period. This machine gun team, we're trying to get in this wooded area and keep watch over the ford, because if the Soviets are going to counterattack, they've got to cross this ford, and either way, we've got to get to this location at least to mount any sort of an attack. Best of luck, men. I'll show you where the iron crosses are buried. Here we go. And again, I might regret not moving that Stug forward, but I think we've got to be careful. Look, you see what I'm talking about? Right away, we've got Soviets here in the cornfield. So I hope the rest of our men can spot them too. We don't have the perfect visual on them, but we do have the perfect visual on all of the Soviets crossing here, and we should immediately open fire. Let them have it, boys. Even though we're not going to get very effective shots from here, I'll fire with the group leader as well. And let's make sure the mortar is also hitting the Soviet infantry group here to show them we mean business. We're not going to be pushed back that easily. And what about these locations? Look at that. We took Hill 101 without a single soldier. And over here, it does look like the light infantry are kind of being forced back. Let's try to make it to the top of this hill. All of the Soviets are moving in this position, as you can see, trying to cross the ford area. So obviously, if we could get this MG team in that building, it would be pretty amazing. I am going to try, but this MG team does not look like he wants to do that. So for now, let's just keep our distance and try to do as much damage as possible. Look at this. They're advancing on all fronts to try and overwhelm us. Let them have it, boys. Let them have it. Good shooting. Good shooting. This is just wonderful, wonderful shooting from our men. They still do have cover, though, but we're absolutely scaring the hell out of them. We already killed a few. I hope we can kill quite a few more. In fact, I'm even going to move forward with the Stug a little bit. Let's go. And look at that. We're on top of the hill. No issues whatsoever. Let's see if we can turn these guns against the enemy. We'll worry about the victory locations a little bit later. So again, the distance is not conducive to a lot of damage. But, nope, still not very conducive to a lot of damage. We're going to have to get to the bridge. So let's try to get to this building here. I'm going to order the heavy machine gun team to do the same thing. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Look at that. They are everywhere, guys. Unbelievable. So we'll start firing at them from here. We've also got this hill location. Absolutely the right choice to take these 2 hills. And I'm just going to lay it on them. Set up the machine geschütz. Come on, men. Yes. Get that MG up. Give them hell. A lot of dead Soviets there, and actually a lot of dead Soviets here in the field. But right now what they're doing is defending the important victory points that we really need to take. So if we want to get a victory, we can't just kill these guys. We've got to move to that location eventually. Right now, though, I'm just letting our guys pretty much fire at will. This is a turkey shoot. And not a single guy down up here on the hill, at least. How's the Stug? Still doing okay? He is wrong facing, and no, he's not doing so okay. He's getting hit by this AT gun. I told you guys they would have an AT gun here. And he cannot move. And since this Stug can't move his turret, or pretty much can't move his turret without moving the entire vehicle, that is awful. So I'm immediately going for that AT gun with this infantry unit. It's just going to be our new priority at this point. We're going to have this infantry unit focus on the enemy while these other guys attack. Oh! And they've got us under fire for sure with mortars. No doubt about it. I'm going to move that MG into the building. We've got to do something about that AT gun, though, folks. Let's see if we can just go ahead and knock it out with our mortar. And as you can see, they've taken out our poor Stug. We've got to get some vengeance for them. We must take these locations. And I'm still confident if we at least are calm, and I think we were pretty calm here so far, then we can get a victory out of this. Fire at will. Forgot we've got an MG team all the way back here, which can absolutely be useful. But for now, I'm just going to keep the enemy under fire. In fact, let's get the mortar. Right now he's trying to target that AT gun, but it might be a better idea to actually target the enemy infantry only and just have our infantry wipe out the AT gun. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let him get a few hits here to see if we can knock it out. He might actually be able to knock this thing out, guys. I think I might keep it going. Never mind. Have our riflemen focus on the enemy here, and it looks like our guys are just too afraid to go over there, so what I'm going to do is have them sneak, but they're still getting shot at by that group. So this light infantry is not doing their jobs, and it's understandable because we're not going to get a good shot at this distance. We just can't. They're too far away. They've got some nice cover, but I'm still going to fire at their in their general direction and try to keep them suppressed. Look at that. As for this infantry group, they have taken a beating. All right, let's try to move the MG team on top of the hill. I think that's important. Looks like a lot of these Soviets are deciding to fall back, at least up here. These are still fighting, though, and it doesn't look like we knocked out that AT gun as far as I can tell. Let's push up here. Are they ready to fight now? Let's toss some smoke. Might make it easier for them to move here with confidence. And now we're going for the AT gun. Come on, boys. Go, go. No, we just need you to move. Just move. They don't seem to be too keen on moving, I'll be honest with you. And with all these Soviets there, I probably wouldn't be too keen on moving either. But we got to get aggressive here. We can't just play defense the entire time. Thinking of taking this light infantry and charging forward. Let's do it. Keep the rest of the guys on the hill. There we go. Another one down. Let's overwhelm them. Forward, men. This is not a proper blitz. I think we're playing well, but this is not a blitz. Let's actually turn it into a blitz. Go, boys, go. Oh, man. One of the guys definitely did not take his wound well. Here we go, here we go. Already beginning with the close combat. Oh, two of our guys immediately vaporized there. We may have actually gotten killed by friendly fire, I'm not sure. Although it looked like it was more than likely a grenade. That was certainly a grenade. Two of our men down. Come on, men, come on. We still have a Soviet heavy machine gun team right in front of us. And no, it looks like our men actually surrendered here. That's not what I was looking for. Let's turn our fire on them. So I'm actually going to turn my fire here, including our men surrendering here. That's unacceptable. I hope some of our mortars hit them. Disgraceful, men. Disgraceful. Still not doing great against that Soviet unit either. I would have thought they would be dead by now. And they're just barely out of range, really. We can still shoot at them, but not really do any damage. I think our only hope is going to be this light infantry. That really is going to be our only hope at this point. Fire. Just making sure we don't have any additional units. And look at that. The Soviets are getting quite cocky now. They're going to try to push this location. At least it looks like they're going to try to push this location. Oh, I think so. I think so. Yup. Light them up. Already got one of them. And that wasn't even shooting directly at the unit, but in their area. 2 down. This is what we need, guys. We might have to win this based on morale if they're able to keep stopping our attacks here. Let's continue to fire. See, he's just too far for us to really do any damage. I've got to push forward. So I think the first thing I can do is maybe pop some smoke here. At least cover our advance for the first few feet. First few meters, rather. Let's go for it. Just to make sure they don't surrender, I'm sending the squad leader with them. We can't afford to lose this charge. Keep it up, boys. Keep firing. Do not stop. In fact, I want to get that machine gun team even closer, although we might have to use... No, we're not going to use the machine gun team there. Our infantry can deal with it. If they can't deal with it, then you know what? They're just not worthy. They are not worthy of the Reich. Keep shooting. They should be able to keep these guys away, especially with that uphill advantage. I just refuse to believe they can't keep them away. Come on, look at that, guys. We are right on top of them. Quite a few Soviets here. Got one. That machine gun is a problem. Got another one. Took out the MG. Now we've got an entirely different problem, and that is the stragglers here, as well as the enemy guns across the bridge. So I'm almost certain that we're going to find that AT gun here. Let me try to drop some smoke. So just to defend us a little bit more. And I am going to continue the attack to the forward area. I want to take it back. Show these scoundrels that they should have never retreated. Don't worry, there's going to be a penal battalion for them later. Let's get forward. And you know what? Even with this MG team, it might be time to go ahead and move forward. Can't stay at Pavlov's house all day. Here we go. Alright, 8cm mortar, you're coming along as well. You've got no more rounds. And here we go. They're advancing with great dispatch, firing their machine guns at the hip at the same time, and beautiful attack there. Just amazing attack by our men. I knew they would have something here, and what do you know? They've got an AT gun. We got some vengeance here for our dead tank, and with that explosion, only one of them survived, and he's probably not going to survive the ensuing close combat. There we go. Actually, our MG team just shot at him. That works too. So we got to get one of these units, guys, to now take the forward area, although I'm going to be almost certain that the Soviets have some hidden units right here, so we want to be careful as we advance. We do want to have other units to cover our flanks, to make sure they're not just going to start opening up on us as soon as we reach the forward area. We also have to go for the bridge. I don't know if that's going to be as easy, but the LT infantry and the heavy machine gun team are going to be responsible for securing that part. And actually, we can see that the infantry squad we had some trouble with earlier is retreating across the bridge. So they very well may come into contact with our units. Look at all those Soviets. So we can't do any damage from here, so that lets me know we are going to try and take this area with the infantry squad. And of course, we'll grab the victory location, but we need to keep this guy under fire. And I really wish that we had some sort of airstrike or mortars, just something. But we are completely out of that kind of ordnance. So we've got to try to make do with ourselves with what we've got. I'm still going to make a push for the bridge, of course, but it looks like the heavy machine gun team actually came under some fire. That is a bit surprising. So let's open up with the light machine gun team on their light infantry. And now that I know we can fire from here, I'm going to move this light machine gun team up here too, and also open fire on the Soviet units present on Hill 115. They're definitely keeping our infantry back right now, so we've got to do something about that infantry squad. One of the group leaders actually is down. Is he dead? Nope, just wounded. Beautiful. Just wounded. If it's red, he's dead, but here it's actually tan. So, cut his leg off, everything will be okay. Actually, medicine during this time was far more advanced than that, but yeah, you could lose a leg still. You could still lose a leg today. Alright, here we go with the light infantry. It's time to push across the bridge. Let's go. I mean, we've got a full squad here. Why not? And it looks like our MG is doing pretty damn well, you can see. A few guys dead on that enemy squad already. One right there, one right there. I think if we just keep this gunfire up, hopefully we can suppress them and get somebody to that forward area. That part is essential. We can win the battle if we take the fort and not Hill 115, but we've got to take the fort. So I've got another idea here. I think this one will work a little better. I'm just going to sneak. Yeah, they'll probably see me, but with their heads down, it's going to be tougher to actually shoot our guys and do some damage. Keep up the fire, boys. More Soviets. What in the world? Still more guys from that squad. There are a lot of men in the Soviet units. But it looks like the guys at Hill 115, some of them are falling back. So maybe our sneaky Germans can actually make it to the fort here. I think they can. And so the Russians withdrew the truce. I didn't even know they sent a truce, but they've actually withdrawn it, which is quite cheeky. That could mean that they're confident they could win this one. That's got me a little worried. Come on, boys. Get up and move. Can't reach target. Lies. There we go. They didn't destroy the bridge, so we're just going to force them to move here and eventually get to that location. If we could get a unit in that building, imagine how perfect that would be for spotting these Soviet targets. And you can see at this distance, the sort of secondary weapons that our mortar team gets, they won't do any damage. That black lets us know that there's just no way. We are in range, but we're not going to get any hits. It's like a 1% chance with each shot. Same with our MG team as well, actually. Come on, infantry. Alright, let's try to make a run for it. Come on. If they do it quickly, they'll be fine. But if the enemy starts shooting at them, these guys panic quite quickly. And I can understand why, because this is pretty much open territory, especially by the ford. They are going to run if they start getting shot at. So here we go. Let's see if we can take the ford. We're also about to take the bridge area. I'm moving into that shed, and I'm going to try to get this light infantry unit to move into that building right there. Let's just call it a Dacha here. And the bridge is ours. Beautiful. So we've taken the bridge, one important location for sure. We've taken the ford. The Blitzkrieg is working. Let's focus on their 82cm mortar only because they're close. And at this distance, we should almost certainly be able to do some serious damage. Look at that, they're falling back. They're not liking this. Absolutely getting shot up. Come on, come on. Infantry, get in the building. Don't be afraid. You guys are okay. There we go. That's going to be beautiful. They should absolutely be able to see the enemy. And let him have it. Ooh, it's still quite a distance, actually. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best idea in the world. Nonetheless, I'm going to leave these guys here to defend the area. And I'll take this light infantry squad. No, they don't want to stick around. They definitely don't want to stick around. The question is, should we make a push for Hill 115? And I don't think so. I really don't. Not right now. Let's bring up the mortar squad. If they get close enough, they'll actually be useful to us. Don't worry, boys. You get the chance to fight. And actually, a mortar squad guy just winged one of those Soviets. So give it to the mortar squad. They're doing okay. get forward with the group leader too. We've got to lead by example, although I'm just going to move the group leader into this building. I will move the machine gun team across, but I'll have the group leader survey from the ruins of that burnt-out AT gun. Alright, I like this. So we're holding on with the infantry, and I think we should be able to keep this target. Unless we want to push all the way to the Lvov area, this looks pretty good. Let's lay down some smoke. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that's right. They still have their smoke mortars. Incredibly. I don't know if we can use them this close. Let's try. No matter what we do, we will try to toss some smoke, but I don't think they can. We'd actually have to set up our mortar, and I'm not interested in doing that right now. Now, what if we attack the hill all at the same time? Oh my goodness, look at that, guys. Look at all those Soviets. Look at that, guys. Enemy light infantry right there. Right in front of us. I don't care if it's ineffective fire with the second unit. I'm going to shoot. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Winged one of them. There's still quite a few alive here. I think we might need to move that MG team forward. Let's push the machine gun team to that building. I'm hoping they'll get a perfect view across the bridge at this Soviet unit. I actually thought these were remnants of the unit we shot. They were not. An entirely different Soviet unit. Are they going to be able to hold the hill? That's the question. I don't want to move up it until we get a few more kills. Then I'll feel a little safer, but I'm sure they have...
Congratulations to a fellow officer. Your application of strategy and tactics has led to victory for the Wehrmacht. We need commanders like you to lead the way to ultimate victory. Headquarters already has the papers recommending your promotion. Your men also deserve congratulations. They proved their mettle in the face of tough terrain, challenging conditions, and a determined opponent.
Don't mind if I do. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We went ahead and got a major victory, and look at that losses. Look at the losses here. Not bad at all in comparison with the losses the Soviets took. I am upset that we lost a leader, but a victory is a victory, and a major victory even better. Now let's see if any of our soldiers actually got any medals. That would be absolutely awesome. These are wound badges, so don't pay attention to those, but look at that, an assault badge. It looks like our rifle squad, is that possible? The entire rifle squad was granted an assault badge, and specifically Weidner got an assault badge here. That's really cool. If we go down here, it looks like just more wound badges. Nonetheless, I think the men did great and probably deserved more than just a simple assault badge. Nonetheless, well done. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's been a late night and a long battle. And make sure to, of course, let other people know about the channel. Let me know what videos you want to see in the future. It all really helps to grow our channel. Thank you again, folks.